Well, welcome back to more Let's Play Together. We are visiting your cities. We are here in Let's Play Together 4. We have been working our way along this side of the region. We just completed visiting these two cities. So now we're in the process of heading in that direction, and then we'll come back along the region in that way. But I'm excited. I'm ready to get started at looking at some cities. And this is our first city of the episode. All right, wonderful. I'm liking this trend where we log in just as the sun is coming up. All right, let's see here. First of all, while we wait for the sun, let's speed up a bit. Let's take a look at our wind. All right, so wind is blowing in that direction. Good. And those look like specialized industry. All right, good. Good. All right, so very good. I remember one of the seasons of my Let's Play, very similar concept where I put the industry down there. Good. Excellent. So I like this. It's kind of, it's organic, but there's also a layout, a grid layout. Okay, so we come in, branch off a couple of places. I like this tunnel. This is cool. Okay, so a little bit of morning traffic. This one is probably, I'm gonna bet that's people trying to get to work. And it'll get a little bit heavier as we get closer to 9 a.m. Driving parents' car to school. Broke, looking for a job. There's a school out here. Okay, so this is that's what this is. Yeah, so a community college close to your industrial area helps with that tech level, and this may have been zoned for industry at one time. And now that it's a specialized industry, it really doesn't have as big of an effect. One thing that you could do, you could put a community college somewhere out here, because right now all of the residents and school just started, but this is bigger. This is a bigger school. This is more developed with more modules, add-ons. But yeah, I would do one more community college. And you could actually take away some of these annexes to save money, but I'd put one out here just to get some of that traffic. Yeah. Driving parents' car to school. All right. So now how is the city? Oh my goodness. Where is... All right, am I missing it? Where is the sewage? Wait, is it being exported? It's not being... Now, is it possible, because there's 72,000 residents in the city, so you had to have it at... There's water. Was there a transition from the sewage outflow to... Did the mayor forget? Look at the germs. You got germs in the city. Yeah, I don't... Upgrade roads. Upgrade. 0 deaths per day. Upgrade roads. Nobody is complaining about it, so this must be something recent. Upgrade roads. Are they happy? Totally green. 91% approval. If the icon was not red, you wouldn't think that there's... That has to be a relatively recent... If you're the mayor and you're watching this, did you know that there's no sewage? Everybody's sewage is backed up. Yeah, good population. The city's making money. Televisions, processors. But over time, this happy city will turn on the mayor. But I don't think... Something must have happened where the mayor got rid of sewage and then maybe logged out. Interesting. And this is going to be interesting to see. I want to see... Is that from the global market? Delivering processors to storage. Trade port. Yeah, I want to see a delivery or an export, if you will. Look, here comes right on time. Here comes television. It looks like traffic is good. I mean, this export is at 9:43 in the morning. This is perfect. You could almost consider this a dedicated, I mean, well, not almost consider, this is a dedicated road. Nothing else is really, that's wonderful. There's your televisions. If it's not already, you could make this a high density road. It may be, because I'm looking at that road. That's a low density, I believe. Right out of the city. Excellent. Excellent. I love the concept of creating a road that, because if you think about it, nobody that lives in this city is going to want to take that road to get to work when there are other ways to do so. Nice. Look at the tunnels. Okay. So that leads there. Most of the people are taking that. That we got more. We've already figured out this one. We've got more tunnels than maybe that one. Okay. Okay, that answers that. Cool. Very cool. I wonder if there have been lots of fires at one time. Good number of prisoners. I like this. I like this. It's just I have to believe that sewage was deleted either by accident or was deleted to put down a different type of sewage. At some point, Happy City is going to go from happy to not to not happy. Oh, no jobs. 2,951 unemployed, 379 are leaving to work elsewhere. Driving to his out-of-town job. Commuting to her job in a neighboring city. Yeah, I don't trust it as much, especially in multiplayer. I would prefer to have all of my employment needs taken care of in this city. But this is nice. This is nice. Just gotta, and you got the space for it. Got the space for it. Yeah, just a community college. Just to kind of take away that pressure. Going on 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's not red, but there's still a bit of now it's fading in between classes. But yeah, but not bad at all. If you're the mayor, is this a reminder of of a major service that is not being provided? Nice. I like this. I like this. This is cool. Multiple levels. That's nice. Good job. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Nice. Good job. Good job. If you're the mayor and you see this, they need they need sewage, and they need it bad. Oh, nice. What a nice looking layout. Look at this. Cool. Cool. All right. First and foremost, a little bit of industry there. Looks like some oil. Okay. Good. So that should mean, yep. So, yes, this is here, but the wind is blowing. There isn't anything. Nobody's trying to live in the path of. Yeah, good. Good. All right, so we must have a deposit of oil. Oil there. They've decided not to do anything there because they need a place for people to live, for people to live. Got plenty of oil deposits there. They looked relatively. No, that dark color is fading. So yeah, how many months? 6 month supply. 7 month supply. Okay. Oil refinery. So cool. Turning it into fuel. Trade port. That adds nicely with the look of the refineries. Just a couple of industrial buildings. High density. So, is there a not police, is there a fire department that can handle hazmat? No. So when these catch on fire, the local fire department cannot put them out. And I remember I mentioned that, I think I mentioned it either in a video or in a comment, and the mayor, a viewer, just responded, "Oh yeah, I just let the building I just let the building blow up and then build a new and then let a new one build." So that might, are you the type of mayor that's the way you're approaching it? Hazmat fires cannot be put out unless you've got hazmat fire trucks coming to you from another city. Zero of zero hazmat fires extinguished per day. So far in the last game day, none. Well, good. And they're also slightly futurized. This is a cool looking city. I like this. Nice layout. Fuel deliveries. Well, exports, I should say. Oh, I was a little late. There's one there. How much fuel? Not much. This may be actually leaving, picking up fuel for the global market. But we might as well follow it, even though it's already somewhat in, because it doesn't look like there's that much fuel left to be exported. This is a cool looking city. Interesting path to get to. Well, actually doesn't have any choice. But there's nothing dedicated in that pathway, so it wouldn't slow it down. It's just travel time. Is that it? So it's a winding path, but it's not a high traffic path. Okay. So fuel. So this whole half of the city. And you notice, even with a trade port, the simulation still sends trucks. So when you do a trade port, don't think that the trucks are no longer a factor. They're just as much of a factor. That's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of trade ports, because the basic mechanics of delivery trucks is still in place. And then we've got a really tight concentration of people here. This is so interesting. I love this. You know, you have a neighbor that could really use that could really use, you've got the capacity for it. You have a neighbor right over there that is in dire need. Petroleum HQ. Now, somebody else in the region must have done a trade HQ, because I don't see a trade HQ here. All right. So now, so we've got mega towers surrounded by some residential. This is such an interesting and neat residential area, just very compact. Happy, except for these two, and you all know it's hard to keep mega towers. No relief from work. We're okay. So what happens? Yeah. Wait, are they low wealth? Low wealth. So if you've watched me, you know that In a city that does not have mega towers, you can have a pretty big surplus of available jobs. Once you introduce mega towers, you have to be a little bit more careful. It's as if the closest way that I can think of it is the mega tower residents are being forced to work more. It's almost as if the simulation wants a finer balance between residents and jobs. But overall, is this a mall? Yeah, need more shoppers, but your shoppers, some of your shoppers have left because that's empty. So losing money on that, that's almost empty. But should still be making a profit. Yeah, making a profit on mega towers. Just a nice steady flow of fuel being exported. Good tax income. Spending a fair amount on police. Are criminals coming from another city? Or just being proactive? Good tech level. Can they all get to school? So that school is responsible for everybody. I know you've already got a crown. Man, I would, it would cost money, but I would almost consider, instead of a mall, another apartment or a park. Maybe a apartment here, park there, apartment, and get rid of the thing is, the city looks so cool, but these large factories create more jobs than smaller factories, but it looks so nice. So either just ignore ignore a level or two that's not happy. Sometimes if you turn it off and turn it back on, sometimes that helps. Not always. But it just looks so cool. There's more industry than people. And I would almost just say, I mean, the people that are here are happy. City's happy. City's making money. I just like the look of this. Look at this. Nice. Nice. Good. 31-minute wait for bus. 29-minute wait for streetcar. Are they all lined up or something? Okay. Good. Yeah, just as I thought. Just a handful of people going. Let's see what we've got here.
Tewa.
Dog.
Jibu.
Yeah, those are shoppers and tourists. So what are they going to visit out here? So the concept, I'm certain. I'm certain this mayor is doing streetcar, wanting some of the residents to take streetcar to work. But no workers got off. Visitors and shoppers. A lot of people take that bus there. Now, bus is a little different. But I wonder what are people. There isn't anything to visit, but got a good number of them and of different wealth levels. That's a medium wealth. Walk into the tourist attraction. Got a park.
Kenny.
It's not a ton of them. About 500 people are coming to this city. I mean, there is some shopping. Hmm. What a nice, clean layout. Nice city. Nice city. Very cool. Very cool. This is nice. Great job.